This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to Holocron Histories, Star Wars Canon versus Legends, where we're going to take a deep dive into the lore of the Star Wars universe. And welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends. I am one of your hosts, Ben of Temeria. I am normally joined by my co-host, Teacup or Austin. But this week, I have a guest host, which we all know from the patron chats and who sometimes comes on the show periodically. Cyke, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, man.
So for this episode, we were going to do some more lore into the First Order, because I know that was been requested by someone in the Lift Us like a review and wanted to do more First Order lore, which we will get into. But we had big news this past week. At the Game Awards, they did the first reveal trailer, like full reveal trailer, for Jedi Survivor, the sequel to Fallen Order. And we have to talk about it before it's old news, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And in this episode, we're going to go over our actions, our speculations that might come up, that we might think where the game could go, which obviously this is all opinionated with the speculation part, because we don't know where this game's going. We don't work for EA. We don't work for DICE. So, or not, Respawn. Sorry.
Yeah.
DICE did the Battlefront games, but yeah.
Right.
EA regardless. So
Sure.
Let's get into, like, Cyke, I have to know, like, how excited are you about this game?
Oh, man. Okay, so, like, when the first one came out, I was just ecstatic that we're getting to explore this era, between 3 and 4, more of stuff, and how did the what Jedi survived, how did that happen, stuff like that. Cal Kestis is a fantastic character, and his actor really nailed, like,
Cameron
everything.
Monaghan, the actor,
Yes,
is fantastic. If anybody doesn't know where he's from, he played in Shameless, where he's mostly known from, and funny enough, he actually played the Joker in Gotham. Was on, I think, Fox, at the time when Gotham was still alive. But he played the Joker in that show. But he was mostly known for Shameless.
Okay, yeah. So, and of course they set up a sequel. And I was like, okay, cool. And so then we got the teaser trailer, and now we've got this. One of the big things that stood out to me real quickly was you're going to be fighting droids. The Clone War era droids.
Yeah, not just like the droids we see in the first game. We see actual B1s.
Mm-hmm. So, like, and the commando droids.
Oh, yeah, so, yeah, and commandos. That's true.
So, to me, one of the first things that comes to mind is, okay, so we're going to delve more into the separatist side of stuff, maybe. Or, there's some sort of big secret that the separatists had that Cal needs to go get so that he can do something with the Jedi Order. That to me is what those small snippets that we got. That's what it tells me we're going to get to do. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's why else would we be fighting droids that are?
Did you see what other droids we are fighting though in that trailer? Besides the B1s and the commandos.
Yeah, the big...
super battle droids from that first were showcased in Mando season 2.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know Legends material, those are super stormtrooper droids, which were from the what game was it? Dark Trooper, or they're the Dark Trooper, or yeah, they're Dark Troopers.
Okay.
But I can't. It's based off an old PC Star Wars game. Can't remember. I think it's.
Is it Republic Commando?
No. It was like
okay.
from the It's from the 90s.
Oh.
Like PC only.
Okay.
But they had 3 iterations in Legends where the first iteration were just normal people in just black stormtrooper armor. Second was enhanced big giant exosuits basically, but with people still inside. And the third iterations were just full-on droids of these dark troopers. So as we see in Mando season 2, where the Moff Gideon was using Grogu's blood to replicate and mass produce and perfect these droids, somehow we're fighting them in Fallen Order, which is well before.
Yeah.
This is like 30 years before Mando season 2.
Yeah.
So we will probably find out a little bit more about these droids and more the origins of these droids before Moff Gideon, or who knows, we might see Moff Gideon.
That would be cool.
I like a younger version of him, like in the Empire Chain Command before, obviously, but maybe before he's even a Moff.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be really interesting. Also, now that are we post when the Inquisition is taken out at this point?
Oh, no. So,
no. Okay.
Jedi Survivor is going to take place 5 years after, 4 years after Fallen Order. So, Jedi Fallen Order is 5 years after the Clone Wars.
Right.
So, the rebellion hasn't really started yet or anything like that. It's starting to hit some misses. Though where we're at in Jedi Survivor is 4 years later, so we're 9 years after Clone Wars.
Okay.
This is also during the same exact time as the Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay.
So Vader's still in his prime. The Inquisitors are still out there. They're not been none of besides the second sister that we. That Vader straight up killed in Fallen Order, and you take down is it the 5th sister? 9th sister.
Yeah,
so,
you take her out on Kashyyyk.
Yep, Kashyyyk. Yep. But besides those 2, I mean, the other ones are still living and going. Okay.
So that means more potential for Dark Jedi fights, which is going to be awesome. Just don't know who exactly we're going to end up fighting. Other than if it's at the exact same time or at least relatively close to Obi-Wan, then we can rule out was it 5th brother and
7th
I
sister?
forget. Yeah.
7th sister.
7th sister. Because
they're dealing with Phoenix Squadron mostly. Now, I mean, 6th brother, right? Or whatever the brother is, and that we see in Obi-Wan is the same one in Rebels. Who knows? He could make an appearance. That's always a possibility. They can still make appearances regardless if you fight him or not.
This is true.
I doubt we'll see Vader in this one compared to the last one, because I feel like this is where as we see in the trailer, when Cal sees Seer again, Seer straight up says, like, I hear you're making a name for yourself. You're making you're a wanted man from the Empire. Obviously, because Cal is doing what he's trained to do as a Jedi, is to bring back peace. And obviously the Empire is not doing that because they're doing much, much more illegal things than they should.
Because they're the Empire.
Because they're the Empire. But I'm more curious because obviously the story is going to be heavily more focused on the person who we see in the bacta tank.
Yeah.
So we don't have a name for him yet. We obviously he looks Night Brother, Night Sister ish skin tone. Yeah. But if you notice in one of the scenes in the trailer, he has old style golden robes, which are very Jedi-like. There, and this is where speculation comes in, there's a lot of speculation he was a Jedi from the High Republic era in stasis.
Oh.
And this game could connect the current High Republic novels and everything they're doing with the books currently, which is all High Republic, back to the main timeline where we are with like the or in the Galactic Civil War stuff.
Right. Okay. No,
kind of like
cool.
Bring that in there, throw some like spice from here's High Republic stuff and like the Galactic Civil War, and it's like, wait a minute, what? That's not how that works. Which could also explain how Cal, at the very end of the trailer, he has a crossguard saber.
Yes,
and many of the Jedi during the time of the High Republic had crossguard sabers. Specifically like Stellan Gios, who is one of the main characters in the novels. He has a crossguard, which is a very unique design because just like you see Cal's in the trailer, there's actual metal pieces below where the actual blades are emitted from on the sides, so your hand actually doesn't hit the blade. Compared to Kylo's. Kylo's is like not protected. But his Kylo, compared to Kylo's crossguard, Kylo's crossguard is the only reason he has a crossguard saber is because he cracked his kyber crystal when he bled it, so it was unstable, and that's the only way to stabilize the energy from his crystal was to have side vents. Yeah, that's why it also looks really terribly designed. Compared to an actual legitimate crossguard saber, which crossguards have legitimate uses, meaning the crossguard part is literally meant to not have your hand cut off. Which is a prone thing for everybody in the Star Wars universe with the lightsaber. You're going to lose up missing a hand at some point.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, someone I did notice who wasn't in the trailer was
Marin.
And
yes,
I would really like to know
I want to know where she's at.
Yeah.
I mean, that's with a lot of the crew. Like, we see Cal at the beginning of the trailer flying the Mantis by himself.
Yeah, and the Mantis looks like it's been through
It's been
bad.
through, like, hell. And who knows? He crash landed. We see a force power, which I was not expecting to see. Beast taming. They brought that back from the KOTOR series. So we can tame beasts. And it's a lot better. We can tame beasts, ride them. We can use one to where we can, like, grip on their legs and it flies.
Yeah,
for crying out loud.
That looks really cool.
Obviously, we see upgraded force abilities too. We see a force pull on a heavy stormtrooper with like the Gatling gun, and then Cal makes the gun go off, shooting literally all the other stormtroopers in front of him, and then stabs the guy in the back.
Hey, when you're fighting for your survival, you do whatever it takes.
Exactly. So, like, obviously, Cal has grown very much more stronger in the Force than we see him at the end of Fallen Order.
I do hope that we don't do the like nerfing that always seems to happen between sequels. You know, you build up that character that first time, and then
you have to relearn everything.
Act is like, oh, you got stripped of all your powers. You got to redo everything. And it's like, why?
So this is what my speculation will be for that. So when we start the game, I have a very strong feeling we'll have access to all the force powers you initially have by the end of Fallen Order. So you force stasis, force pull, force push, um, force throw. Like, we'll have all that at the get-go, but then we'll just have the base versions of those, and then we'll upgrade them later, or obviously we'll probably get new force abilities. Obviously, like force taming, beast taming, and a bunch of other stuff. And we also see much other, besides the crossguard, we see other advances with the sabers. So before we kicked off the show, me and Cyke were talking about how combat is supposedly, and this is just what I've heard through forums and tweets and stuff like this, supposedly the gameplay for combat is going to be tweaked a bit from Fallen Order to Jedi Survivor, to where we're going to have different stances. So if anybody has played like Ghost of Tsushima, so in Ghost of Tsushima you have 4 different stances, it's like water, air, earth, and something else I can't remember on the top of my head. But each stance is good against a specific enemy archetype. To where obviously we see, as throughout the trailer, there's going to be multiple different types of archetypes of like troopers, droids,
big
beasts
creatures
in general. Like there are multiple different types of enemies, not just like troopers this time around or random beasts that are in the area.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot more variety of enemies to fight, so they're going to have a variety of fighting styles. So each stance would be, like I said, be good against a different archetype. So one stance is where you have a single blade, which is probably what we're going to start with. Then there's another stance to where, oh, hey, here's the double-bladed saber that where you can use. Oh, hey, here's another stance where you take your double blade and split it into 2, where you have your 2 blades. That is what everybody wanted to use in Fallen Order, but they locked it behind a freaking combo. And I hated that so much. It's like, can't I just use 2 blades, for crying out loud? Like, I can do a double blade, but I can't have them separate? Like, that makes 0 sense.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta leave them wanting more, right?
That is true. That's fair. That is very true. But,
Do you think the stances are gonna have, like the forms of Jedi combat?
Now,
you think it's gonna be related?
That might be, but I don't know. So, in my personal opinion, story-wise, I would say no. Because Cal was still a Padawan, still training under... I cannot remember his name on the top of my head. His Jedi Master that you have. I don't feel like Cal learned many of the saber forms. He might know 1 or 2, but I don't feel like he would know more than that, because there's like the saber forms take years of training alone. And each saber form is different and more unique to each person. Like a lot of Jedi only use 1 saber form, 1 or 2 saber forms, and that's it. Compared to like obviously Knights of the Republic, with those games, they like in the second one you can learn a bunch of different saber forms, which were
you had
more
like
unique
6 or something.
Yeah, you had so many. But you're the Jedi Exile. Plus, you're also like one of the only Jedi left. Funny enough, because you are in this one too.
Right.
But there were Jedi Masters that could teach you. And
right. Yeah.
with this one, I mean, I'm sure we'll see other Jedi. Obviously, Seer's a Jedi, or she exiled herself. And I'm sure we'll probably see other Jedi in the game. But as far as like them being on the forms of combat, I don't think so. But I mean, hey, I can be completely wrong, and there's like random Jedi that will teach you these forms to combat the Empire or whatnot. Who knows?
Right.
Maybe they'll bring back some Jedi Master from Legends and bring them into the canon. And hey, they're here now. Thought they were dead, but okay, that's cool. But let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back for more Jedi Survivor talk. And then welcome to the mid-break of the show. This is where we're going to talk about everything with the podcast that has nothing to do with the lore or talks of Jedi Survivor as of today's episode. Want to remind and thank everybody who reviews and rates us on Spotify and Apple. A review, every star counts. It helps us, our podcast, grow. We are actually so close, and I'm so happy to announce this. We are less than 500 downloads from 10,000 year to date. I am super excited and super happy, and thank everyone who supports this show. All of our Patreons, which you can go to patreon.com/holocronhistory. So you can it's like you can start it up as $5 a month, where you can just get ad-free episodes of the show, or you can join us on the show once a month at the end of every month. Like Cyke, he does that with us, and it's a bunch of fun. We just literally just talk about random Star Wars stuff, and there's so much to talk about, especially now. So much stuff is coming out. It's ridiculous. But yeah, leave review on Apple. Leave a 5-star review with words. We'll read it out loud on the show. I don't have any this week, unfortunately. But other than that, you can follow me on my other show, Wizarding World Lorecast, which we do live streams every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. And then, Cyke, you have your own show.
Yes, the two of them. The Mass Effect Blue Shift. I do that sometimes. I will cross the two, and obviously one of those is not true.
Right.
Sorry. Anyway, so the Mass Effect Blue Shift. It's a tabletop RPG podcast. I play a CSEC agent, solve crime on the Citadel. It's a lot of fun. Drops monthly. And the other one is the MCU Lorecast, and we do weeklies on that, and we talk about we review the movies, and we talk about its origins and whatnot. And yeah, those are all good fun.
Yeah, and you can find both of us on Discord on the Robots Radio Network, where I'm Ben of Temeria. Cyke here is Cyke88 on both of those, with all of our other shows on there. You have Witcher Lorecast, Mass Effect the Lorecast, Dragon Age, Assassin's Creed, and you can also join us on the Cups Podcast and More Discord, where I'm part of, and you'll see Austin and Shelby both with their shows on there with the Dragon Age, Dragon Age, Assassin's Creed, and the Inheritance Page by Page podcast. It's a bunch of fun. We talk about random stuff all the times. There's so much fun stuff to do, and those links are in the description below the episode. But with that, I say we'll get back more into Jedi Survivor. All right, we're back with Jedi Survivor stuff. More fun stuff. Like this, I can talk about this game all day, and we still have a little bit more left to go. But yeah, like this game's, from what we see and also the trailer, we're going to be visiting multiple planets again, and the planets look like are vastly more open.
Yes. I will say that was the one, not necessarily downside, but just you were railroaded.
You are. You have like a specific path you have to follow. Yes, you can go back to those paths and unlock new stuff if you didn't unlock before. I mean, the first game, you can obviously tell if you play Fallen Order, it's heavily inspired by the Dark Souls series, and just anything from software, honestly. It's heavily inspired by that. So you can obviously tell where they wanted to go with it. But this one, I feel like they are, it's like, all right, let's do that, but let's do it bigger and more open.
I'm hoping for more hubs.
Yes, that would be nice too. Not just have the Mantis.
Yeah.
Can I just not go back to the Mantis every single time? Can I go to other places, or like, hey, can I go to a tavern or something like that? Like that would be cool to see something like that. I mean, it looks like we do go to possibly Tatooine.
I mean,
or some desert planet with
yeah.
buildings. I don't know any other desert planet with buildings on it. Jeddah, I guess.
Yeah,
Jeddah
'cause
is
this
somewhat desert-ish before it
because
gets.
this would be before Rogue One. So yeah, we got
Yeah,
Jeddah.
it is before Rogue One. That is true. So it could be Jeddah. I mean, we could go back to. I mean, it's Tatooine's probably the safest place because that's where everybody knows.
Yeah. For an outer rim planet, it gets a lot of business.
Yeah. Mainly
Just
from
throw
Jedi
that
and
out
Sith.
there.
Like, literally just from in Jedi and Sith, too. Like, go to Tatooine a lot. Why? Who knows? But yeah, like, and then thanks to the pre-order bonuses that they announced. So they announced 2 different types of pre-order bonuses depending on what version of the game you're getting. So there's the standard and there's the deluxe. So the standard pre-order bonus you'll get is a outfit heavily inspired by Obi-Wan's outfit from the series Obi-Wan Kenobi. We get a saber inspired by Obi-Wan Qui-Gon-esque style. And we get the combustion blaster set. That's the main thing. When I saw that, and this is before the Game Awards, when that was leaked out, when I saw that we get a blaster, I'm thinking, so not only we're going to have a lightsaber, but there's blaster combat? What?
I mean, yeah. I mean, again, that struggle to survive. You
Gotta use everything.
Yeah.
And then with the deluxe edition, you get the Rebel Hero pre-order bonus. So you get an outfit, which is it's straight up Han Solo's outfit. And you also get, yeah, I know. And you get Luke's outfit with the yellow jacket. Okay. So with the Han Solo set, you get the DL-44, which is straight up his blaster. And then you get a BD-1 skin, which is an indoor camo. So it's an indoor camo BD-1 skin. With the Luke, besides the outfit, you get a Luke-inspired-esque lightsaber. And then you get an R2-D2 BD-1 skin. It's still BD-1, but he's like white and blue and everything.
Right, yeah. Perfect.
And I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. But yeah, we get blasters in this one by the looks of things. We did not see blaster combat in the trailer, which I was kind of disappointed with. I want to see more on that and see what it looks like. We also see that you have some sort of a teammate.
Yeah.
Which we don't know much about.
Yeah.
But we know we have a teammate of some sorts who you can fight with in combat. And there's obviously story purposes. I guess he's part of the Junkers, whoever they are, which we don't know anything about yet.
Yep.
But yeah, like the game looks like when we first see the first teaser trailer, like last year, it's like, okay, cool, 2023. Yeah. And then when they did that was earlier this year. Mm-hmm. And then the first reveal trailer showed more, and it's like, okay, I like where this is going.
The trailer looked crisp. The combat looked good, and I will admit, like, you don't normally allow your player character to take the hits that they showed in the trailer, like that 1-2-on-1 fight.
Where the guy says, "Oh, a Jedi!" Like, show them how they're supposed to be dead. And
that
the
guy
literally
grabs Cal and just like drags him through the dirt, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, don't let that happen.
Yep, don't let that happen. And then as soon as it happens, like the next part of the next second later, we see Cal is like, all right, I'm not going to hold back. So he then pulls out his second saber. And it's like, oh, that's where we're going.
Yeah. So yeah, man, and. It seems like they're bringing back that those random bounty hunters that you'd always find as you were exploring. So it seems like they're bringing that back, and that's good for the constant upping of the challenge. And I had a thought, and it just went.
So also, movability is heavily advanced. to where, oh, hey, yeah, you can force jump and then, like, propel yourself forward a bit and use some sort of grappling hook to
yeah.
get your movements more refined. And my best thing, which I love so much, you can use your lightsaber to slow your descent down a freaking side of anything by the looks of it. It's like, oh my god, finally, I can do that in a game. I can use my lightsaber as to slow my descent. This is great.
It seems like
it's literally like they're adding more and more stuff that we've been wanting in a freaking Star Wars game. It's great. And so I watched an interview with Cameron Monaghan, the actor for Cal.
Oh yeah.
So he grew up in the 90s and early 2000s. He's not much older than we are, honestly.
Yeah.
Actually. But he watched all the prequels when they came out. He played all the Jedi Academy games back in the day, all the old Star Wars games. And he said during the interview how when he was getting the part for Cal, how similar Cal Kestis is to Cal Katarn. It's like, that seems familiar, and especially more so in this game. Whereas, like, he seems a lot like a Cal Katarn for some reason. And Lucasfilm straight up confirmed and told him, like, oh yeah, that's who we base Cal off of. Is straight up Cal Katarn. It's like, oh my god, that's why he has a blaster now. Oh, because Cal Katarn always used a blaster with a saber. And I was like, oh my god, this makes more sense. The more rugged look that he has, that Cal has in this game. He has a beard. He's only He's only 4 years older than he was in the previous game, but he looks much more older. And like,
he looks more experienced.
He looks a lot more experienced. His attire in general just speaks Cal Katarn to me. Like with the vest and everything he has, like the solo scoundrel look, but with a lightsaber.
Right. I'm glad we're moving away from just a dark whatever and a poncho. Like,
that was my only disappointment with Fallen Order is like your attire sucks. It just looks so bad. It's either a poncho or you don't have a poncho. Like, I never used a poncho because it just looked bad to me.
Yeah. It got in the way, and I was like, okay, so like I went with the coolest whatever overall look that I could get, and I was like, all right, this will do.
But this time around, we have a legitimate outfits.
Yeah,
he has like a legitimate outfits you can like straight up customize him with, which is great. It's not just ponchos. How many ponchos can I collect in this game? 30. Why? They're all just different shades of color. Why? It's because we didn't have anything else. Yeah, but yeah, I'm also excited to see how farther advanced they're going with the lightsaber builds.
Yeah,
I am curious about how those are going to look, and can we customize the blasters more than just having a blaster? That's also I want to know. Like, there's so much to this game that I need to know now. After seeing that reveal trailer, it's like, okay, where's this going? Who are we really facing? Is the guy in the tank really our antagonist? Or is he someone who just is out of time and has no idea what's going on?
Or has at least some clue or whatever. Like, yeah, like we need to know more about the guy in the tank. And also, I would like to know more about the overall. Like, yes, we're going to fight the Empire, but I would like to know like specific people within the Empire.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Obviously, we're going to see like Separatist droids. We're going to see the Super Stormtrooper droids, the Dark Trooper droids. We're going to see more K series droids that we see from the first game. We see Stormtroopers. We see beasts. Like, heck, we see a brown Wampa on Kashyyyk by the looks of things.
Yeah, like, what was that even doing there?
Well, so it's not a Wampa. It is a different species of beasts. Because Wampas are specifically native to Hoth. Okay, but they have sister-brother species on other planets with warmer weather. but they're as deadly as like a Wampa's a Wampa, and they're as deadly as a Wampa. It's terrifying. As we see in the trailer, they look terrifying. Yeah. It's like, it's just a giant 8 feet hulking beast monster. Oh, great. I'm fighting just a giant Wookiee. That's not a Wookiee. Great. This is terrifying. You do not want to fight a Wookiee on any day.
No.
It's bad. But yeah, like, we'll talk more about this game once it, like, more info gets revealed. We do have a March release date, which is
that's gonna
soon.
Be fast. Yeah,
it's freaking almost the end of. We're midway through December already. It comes out March 17th. We literally have 3 months before this game drops. They literally here's the real trailer. Oh, by the way, it comes out in 3 months. Have fun. It's like, wait, what? You guys aren't giving us time to prep.
Yeah, that did come up pretty fast, I would say. And
I was not expecting a March release date. I was expecting a fall release date, honestly. March was like, oh, okay.
Well, hopefully they've dotted all their I's and crossed all their T's then.
I mean, Respawn is one of the very, like, EA's its own thing. I'm not a huge, I'm okay with EA depending on the dev. Like, the dev team is what I really look at anymore, besides the publisher. Respawn has not failed me once. They made Titanfall, and which is phenomenal. I love the Titanfall games, which they need to make a flipping third one. And they made Jedi Fallen Order. Like, they have yet to disappoint. And like when Fallen Order dropped, they had zero. I didn't have any issues with that game. There might have been bugs here and there, but like nothing worthwhile mentioning.
Yeah.
So
nothing that breaks that game or whatever.
And it's always like in Star Wars games going forward, a lot of them are just single player going forward. So we shouldn't have really any issues with that piece. And then thanks to Lucasfilm, we're getting 2 Star Wars games a year now. So this is the first one of this year. It's number 2. And then going forward, like, we have so much
What is
stuff.
The other one?
It's probably going to be Star Wars Hunters, which it's being developed for the Switch, and it's like somewhat like a 1v1v1. It's like 4 players against each other kind of a thing. Battle Royale kind of ish. Okay. Not Battle Royale, but like deathmatch kind of a thing.
Like a Super Smash, but Star Wars?
I think, but like
sort of
more of an arena fighter.
Okay.
There's very little known about the game. There's been 2 small teaser trailers they've done for it. We see a Sith. I think it's a Twi'lek Sith too, which you don't see much. And I think she's red-skinned, just exactly like Darth Talon from the Legends. She looks very similar, if I'm not mistaken. And then we see a droid who thinks he's a Jedi, and he has a lightsaber. Which is super weird.
Not Grievous.
Not Grievous. And we see 2 Jawas like stacked on top of each other. And yeah, it just looks really wacky and just some fun thing to... Nothing too serious to take anything seriously.
Okay.
Like, obviously the games anybody should be looking out for is Star Wars Eclipse, being made by Quantum Dream, which brought us Heavy Rain and... Detroit Become Human, but they say this game is going to be completely different from those 2 games. It's going to have action-based combat, so it's like it's like an actual game with combat. None of their games they've made have combat. It's all story-based decision making.
Yes, but they are fantastic at story-based decision making games.
Their storytelling team is phenomenal, and them doing something with Star Wars. I'm okay with the story. It's more of mechanically is where I'm at. It's like, obviously they're going to take more time on this one compared to the other games because it's going to be vastly different. And then obviously we have the KOTOR remake, which is now being done by Saber, not Aspire, which honestly is a good thing. Yeah, Aspire's good for ports. They have not made a single game by themselves Sort of, yeah. KOTOR 2 is still broken on Switch.
The mobile for the original is also
oh yeah,
busted.
the mobile ones are not good either. But Saber has actually made games, and they've been making games for 20 years. They actually did their most recent release was the Crysis games. They redid those fully. And they actually did the most recent Evil Dead game that came out during the summer.
Okay.
So, I mean, they straight up make games. And they even did the Halo Master Chief Collection. That was Saber. They redid that entire game. So, yeah, I mean, I have full faith and acknowledgement in Saber doing KOTOR. Like, I have...
Okay. I'm going to assume a 2024
God knows when we'll get
on that at the absolute
Who knows
earliest.
when we'll get that game? Heck, I wouldn't be surprised till 2025 at this point. Who knows? We don't know how far they are in development. Just know they had to take a pause moving things from Aspire to Saber.
Right.
And then, I mean, heck, as far as other Star Wars news goes, Bad Batch Season 2's in January.
Yeah.
Literally in 4 weeks. Comes out January 4th.
Oh.
So literally in like 4 weeks is Bad Batch Season 2. Which is insane. And literally Mando Season 3 is March.
Yes.
The same month of Jedi Survivor. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, and then SWTOR, Star Wars The Old Republic, just got a new update today.
Oh, yeah. I
on
actually
the
did
13th. The update 7.2 dropped today on the 13th, to where they added more story to the current Legacy of the Sith expansion. And it deals with Shae Vizsla and another Mandalorian clan, which they are feuding, which is fun. And we get more details, I guess, with the Twi'lek Jedi that has done stuff with the story with Darth Malgus. So,
all right,
fun stuff. But I can't think of anything else for Jedi Survivor.
I really can't either. Not without like just more information.
Yeah, like
I
we
think
really went
parsed
through
out
things, and
yeah,
I can't wait for this game. I need. Luckily, we don't have to wait 3 months. We're not waiting like anything longer than that, which is super nice.
Right. Yeah.
So, if that's it, I guess we will see everybody next week. Because next week is... Yeah. It's before Christmas Eve.
Is that our patron chat or...
Oh, crap. Is it? No, I think that's the week after.
Or you're going to do the patron chat after Christmas. Okay.
Yeah, the 27th.
Okay.
I'm going to... Well, cool. I'll keep up to date with that. I need to look at my work schedule.
Right?
Work's been very hectic in retail right now. I literally just pulled 13 hours today, and I'm tired. So... But I will talk about Star Wars all day long, which is super nice. The things I do here. But if that's it, we will see everybody next week. And we're up. May the Force be with you. Thank you for listening to Holocron Histories, Star Wars Canon versus Legends. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net. You can also follow us on Twitter at SWHoloHistories and contact us at holocronhistories@gmail.com.